Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Frigidaire washer drive motor. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new drive motor. The drive motor drives the tub in the washer. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's failed and the washer is not agitating or spinning. In order to change the part, we have to go to the back of the washer. Now that we're on back, we're going to put a towel down to catch any water that may come out when we take off the fill hoses. When you take the hoses off, you want to make sure you remember which one's hot and which one's cold. We're going to use our pliers to loosen these up. Once you get them loose, you can just unscrew them by hand. Now that we have the fill hoses off, we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to remove all the screws that hold the back panel on. Once you have all the screws out, you can carefully lift the back panel off and set it aside. Now that we have the back panel off, we have access to the motor. It's located down in the bottom of the tub, about 5 o'clock. We have to take off the belt, so we're just going to reach over and grab it and kind of pull on it, making sure it comes off the pulley. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. Now that we have the belt off, we can reach in and take the wiring harness off. There's a locking tab on each side that you have to press and then pull the wire harness off. Now that we have the wiring harness disconnected, we're going to use the 5/16 inch socket with the ratchet and an extension to take off the bolts that hold the motor in. Once you have the front two out, we're going to add a longer extension so we can reach the back one. The back one is located right behind the front one. So we're just going to reach back and take it off. Once you have the back bolt out, you can grab the motor and push it towards the front of the washer. Then it'll drop off the mounting pegs. We can pull it out of the washer. Here's the old drive motor next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Looks like they redesigned it, but it'll go in and work just fine. To put the new drive motor in, we're just going to carefully put it back into place and lift it up onto the mounting posts. Now that we have the new drive motor mounted, we're going to use the ratchet with the extensions and the 5/16 inch socket to put the bolts back in. Once you have the rear one in, we can take out the extra extension and put the front two in. Now that we have the bolts in, we can reconnect the wiring harness. To connect the wiring harness, all you have to do is line it up with the plug and push it in. It can only go one way, so you can't mix it up. Just want to push it on so it locks and gets a good connection. Once you have it connected, we can put the belt back on. To put the belt back on, we're going to line it up on the lower pulley, and you want to make sure that the ribs are against the pulley. And we're going to put it on there so the belt starts on the third groove. Then you can hold it there while we pull it up around the large pulley.
Once you have some tension on it, you're going to have to hold it on the large pulley and then turn it so it stretches around the pulley and goes on. Once you have the belt on, you want to spin it a few times. Make sure the belt's not going to come off. Once you have the belt on, we can put the back panel on. To put the back panel on, we're just going to carefully set it in place down around the drain hose. Once you have it in place, you can lift it up so it goes over the water valve. Once you have it in place, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Now that we have all the screws in, we can reattach the fill hoses. To put the fill hoses back on, you want to make sure you get the hot on the hot and the cold on the cold. And we're just going to get these started by hand. You don't want to cross thread it and damage the threads on the valve. Once you have it snug, we can use the pliers to tighten them down so we don't get any leaks. Now that we have the washer put back together, you can plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin.
Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.